commencing form. Shift weight onto your toe, off the ground. Hands rotate, deep breath in as we elevate. Reverse, making yourself small. Shift your weight as you hold your ball. Part the wild horse's mane. 1. Sit back, out, shift weight, part the wild horse's mane. 2. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, hold your ball, part the wild horse's mane. Final. Half step forward, hold your ball, spin your ball to the right as you bring up the right hand on the toe of your left, stretch it out. White crane spreads its wings. Drop your front foot as you bisect your body. Swirl back to look at your right hand that's higher. Lift up the front foot. Hands go for the ride. Brush knee 1. Sit back, sit down, pivot out. Multitask 2, brush knee 2. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, and brush knee. Final. Half step forward, steer that driving wheel to its toe, set it on its heel, play your lute. Drop your front foot, center your front hand, glance at the back hand, lift up, repulse of the monkey. 1, center higher, root down, repulse of the monkey. 2, center, glance higher, way into the back. 3, center, higher, glance, lift up, modify that foot. Final repulsing of the monkey. Hold your ball on a T stance. We're going to grasp the bird's tail. First out on an L to ward off. Turn the hips and waist. Keep your feet planted, flat. Look back, contact, turn, push out. Separate and roll back. Come up, lunge forward. Sit back, sit down, other side. T and ball. L, round the crotch, ward off. Turn hips and waist. Reposition as you look back. Contact, turn, push out. Separate, roll back, sit down. Spiral up, then forward. Sit down, sit back, pivot, cup at 12 o'clock. 9 o'clock, 2 things happen. Flip the hands. T-step at 3 o'clock, hook. Out on an L stance, single whip. Sit back, sit down, pivot, cup, 3 o'clock. Cloud hands, 1 rotation. Use your hips and waist. Second rotation. 2 things happen at 9. Third rotation. 2 things happen at 9. 3 o'clock, hook the hand, T-step, out and to the side, second single whip. Half step forward, sit back on the back foot as you rock the front foot. Lift it up as you pat your horse on its mane. Cross at the wrist, step out with your left heel, palms down, gather energy. Where did you hear that? Up with your right foot, up with your right hand. Kick out, in, drop gently on an L stance on your heel as you look through your double punch, punching your opponent in his ears, at his ears. Sit back, sit down, open that fist, spin all the way around, left hand on the outside, left foot coming up, kick out in line, hook, down with your toe as you're a serpent, slithering through the grass and coming up as a golden cockerel. Down with your toe, spin, hook, serpent the other way. The hardest movement of all. Coming up again, golden cockerel on its right. Extend the knee as you hold your ball. You're a maiden using a shuttlecock to weave on her loom. Sit back, sit down, pivot out, ball, L stand, spin the ball, push that shuttlecock, place it there. Half step to the back, cross the hips and waist. You're going down to the bottom of the seat to find that needle. One hand comes up, joined by the second hand, then your foot, start in the middle, flash arms like a fan. We're going to rock, we're going to pivot, we're going to have a fist and a hand going down. We're going to spin out to deflect, bring it into parry, and then punch. Don't worry because we're ending touch. Sit back, roll back, spiral up, then out. Closing form. Apparently closing. Twist, open, in, embrace the tiger as we bring him up, closer to ourselves. Push him away one final time. Relax those shoulders as you flex your knees. Wrap around, heel up, off the ground, toe down, closing form. Commencing form. Shift weight, open, rotate, deep breath, elevate, reverse, tuck the elbows, ball and T. Start the wild horse's mane. 1, 2, 3, half step, spin, shift weight to the back, glance at the front, on the toe, set it down, white crane. Drop and bisect, look back, swirl out, brush knee 1. Walk in that direction, shift weight, spiral to the top as you brush knee 2. And 3. Half step, shift weight, rock front, sit back, play your lute. Drop, lead with your toe as you open, lift up, straight back, pivot, knee, slide to the touch. Center, lift up, repulse, 2, skim or touch, center, to the toe, lift up, and 3. Make the adjustment, center, lift up, toe, spin a little bit more, 3. Hold your ball in a T stance, forward off. L, round the crotch, forearm, turn hips and waist, sit down, turn at the hips and waist. Contact, turn again, push that energy out, separate and roll back, sit down, and up, and forward. Other side, shift your weight, hold your ball, L, push it away, turn hips, hands go for the right, separate and roll back, sit down, up, lunge forward, twist, cup, use your hips and waist, middle, T stance, hook, L stance, single lift. Sit back, sit down, pivot, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. 2 things happen at 9. 2 things happen at 3. 2 things happen at 9. And last, cloud hand. Watch that hooked hand as you T-step it and out into the side. Second single bit. Half step. Sit back on the back foot. Rock the front foot. Lift it up. Pat your horse. Touch your hip. Cross. Step out with your left heel. Gather energy. Closer to your dantian. And follow your kick. And down. On the heel, L stands, long come in his ears. Sit back, sit down, pivot. Left hand outside of the cross, left foot coming up. Kick out, in, serpent. Down, post, slither, veer to the left, stretch out. Shift your weight up, and cock roll. Toe, spin, hook, look, split, slither, out to the right, stretch out, shift weight, hold in, cock roll. L stance on the heel, hold ball, heel out, rotate the ball, come to the forehead, then push out as maiden shuttles. Sit back, out, hold ball, out with your left heel, rotate, turn the hips and waist, shuttle, left. Half step to the back, cross the hips and waist, set up the top hand. As you go down to the bottom of the sea, it's okay to bend your waist. One hand, two hands touch, then your knees, stretch out. Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, twist, up and down on your toes, spin out to deflect, turn it in, and carry and punch. Touch, separate and roll back, and up, and then forward. Twist, open, in, embrace first, then shift that weight. Rotate the hands slightly in. Core pushes out, separates that energy. Drop your shoulders, tuck the elbows. Hands go for the ride as you flex to now close your form. Okay, good Tai Chi posture. Putting in all that we learned and more. Commencing form. Shift weight, open, rotate, deep breath, elevate, reverse, tuck the elbows, ball and T. Part the wild horse's mane. 1, 2, 3, half step, spin, shift weight to the back, glance at the front, on the toe, set it down, white crane. Drop and bisect, look back, swirl out, brush knee 1. Walk in that direction, shift weight, spiral to the top as you brush knee 2. And 3. Half step, shift weight, rock front, sit back, play your lute. Drop, lead with your toe as you open, lift up, straight back, pivot, lead, slide to the touch. Center, lift up, repulse, 2, skim or touch, center, to the toe, lift up, and 3. Make the adjustment, center, lift up, toe, spin a little bit more, 3. Hold your ball on a T stance, forward off. L, round the crotch, forearm. Turn hips and waist. Sit down. Turn at the hips and waist. Contact, turn again. Push that energy out. Separate and roll back. Sit down. And up and forward. Other side. Shift your weight. Hold your ball. L. Push it away. Turn hips. Hands go for the right. Separate and roll back. Sit down. Up, lunge forward. Twist, cup. Use your hips and waist. Middle, T stance, hook. L stance, single lift. Sit back, sit down. Pivot, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Two things happen at 9. Two things happen at 3. Two things happen at 9. And last, bowed hands. Watch that hooked hand as you T-step it and out into the side. Second single whip. Half step. Sit back on the back foot. Rock the front foot. Lift it up. Pat your horse. Touch your hip. Cross. Step out with your left heel. Gather energy. Closer to your dantian. And follow your kick. And down. On a heel. L stance. Bonk him in his ears. Sit back. Sit down. Pivot. Left hand outside of the cross. Left foot coming up. Kick out. In. Serpent. Down. Post. Slither. Veer to the left. Stretch out. Shift your weight up. Golden cockerel. Toe. Spin. Hook. Look. Split. Slither. Out to the right. Stretch out. Shift weight. Golden cockerel. L stance on a heel. Hold ball. Heel out. Rotate the ball. Come to the forehead. Then push out as maiden shuttles. Sit back. Out. Hold ball. Out with your left heel. Rotate. Turn the hips and waist. Shuttle. Left. Half step to the back. Across the hips and waist, set up the top hand. As you go down to the bottom of the C, it's okay to bend your waist. One hand, two hands touch, then your knees, stretch out. Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, twist up and down on your toe, spin out to deflect, turn it in, and parry and punch. Touch, separate and roll back, and up, and then forward. Twist, open, in, embrace first, then shift that weight. Rotate the hands slightly in. Core pushes out, separates that energy. Drop your shoulders, tuck the elbows. Hands go for the right as you flex to now close your form. Okay, good job, okay?